Hey everybody, my narc abuse family. Today my topic is so good. I can't believe I waited till today to make this video. I've been really bursting at the seams to share this information with you. Okay, if you are a child of a narcissist, or if you are involved or previously were involved in a relationship with a narcissist and you had children with this person, no doubt this question has passed through your mind not once, not twice, probably multiple times. Me personally, this question has plagued me my whole life. Even before I learned about narcissistic abuse and that it was in fact a thing, I would always just be like, why? Why did my narcissistic mother have children? She has no connection with me. She has no interest in my feelings, my life. I can't say she has no interest in my life because she loves trying to siphon off gossip from my life, because you know that narcissists love gossip. They love gossip. They love sucking whatever they can out of you because they're emotional vampires. They'll just take what they can from you in your life. And me personally, I have had this experience where my narcissistic mother has just attached herself to me like a leech, where she takes whatever's going on with me in my life and exploits it for herself, to either victimize herself or to sing her praises, taking credit for my achievements. Sorry, I feel like I just went off on a tangent there. Anyway, if you are like me, you're like, why? Why did this person have children? They're the most self-absorbed, awful human being out there. Why would they have kids? They don't care about their child. They're terrible parents. I can't even. But this video is for you because I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why narcissists have children. And I think after you hear them all, you'll kind of put the pieces together. When you really sit back and appreciate what the narcissistic personality disorder consists of, you put all these pieces together and you see it for what it is. You can totally extract their motivations for why they have children when you assess the narcissistic personality disorder. Anyway, okay, here we go. The first reason, which right off the top is pretty evident, it is for a primary narcissistic supply, is for the direct attention that they will get from being pregnant, from anticipating having a family. You know, it's a major milestone in life. Everybody loves babies, loves marriage. You know, when people get married or when people are in a relationship, everybody's like, oh, when are you getting married? Next question right off, when are you having children? So they want to get in on that. They want to suck the attention for themselves. So, and you think about it as a woman, a narcissistic mother, evil to her core as she may be, would love being pregnant, right? Because everybody loves pregnant people. So they exploit this milestone, this special occurrence in life, like they do everything. They exploit everything for their own advantages. And you know, I was thinking before I made this video, I was asking myself, so why did Joe and I have children? And you know what, you guys? there is no clear-cut answer as to why anyone has children. I don't think anyone specifically sits down and says, I want to have kids because of A, B, and C. I think it's just an inherent desire you have as a human being to procreate. But I think it's just when you're in a good place and you want to love and nurture another human being, you have love in your heart to share. I think that motivates people to want to have children. Joe and I, we just knew that we wanted to have kids. It wasn't even like a discussion. We just were having kids. And all right, back to the the awful narc. They want to get a piece of this hubbub, like all the attention, all of the excitement of expecting a child. They want to steal some of that for themselves. So it's a primary source of narcissistic supply by just anticipating having a child, being pregnant, all of the excitement surrounding this event. That's number one. Number two is the secondary source of narcissistic supply that they will obtain by hijacking it from their child. Initially, it's like, everybody loves babies. Babies are adorable. So they will, of course, take credit for how, everyone, like when the baby is born and everybody's like, oh my goodness, they're so sweet, they're so cute, etc., etc. The narcissist will just sit back and be like, of course they are. I had this child and they get their adorableness from me and, all that stuff. It's so screwed up. But this is a narc. So also, as the child grows up and they experience milestones, achievements, again, the narcissistic parent is right there to hijack all of these events from their child's life, and they will apply them to themselves. They'll take credit for anything good that comes out of their child. As the other side of that is they will absolutely take all of their child's trials and tribulations on themselves as well to portray themselves as the perpetual victim. I have talked about this so much and it makes me so angry, but this is absolutely what my narcissistic mother has done my whole life. But better late than never to see it for what it is. I'm 39. I'm about to be 40 at the end of the year. I got a little while. But, now that I see her for what she is, I learned about narcissistic abuse and NPD, and I see that I have been such a source of supply for her. I'm in this wheelchair. We lost our son to brain cancer. These are traumatic events, and that being said, I am so blessed. I'm so beyond blessed with this incredible life and the love that my husband and I share, our two beautiful daughters. Joey was an absolute angel. We're blessed to be his parents. So I'm not trying to exploit the pain and suffering that we have endured. But my narcissistic mother she loves to play these cards like, oh, my daughter's in a wheelchair, or my grandson passed away, whatever. She has no genuine emotions within herself, but she will absolutely play on everyone else's compassion, because that's what narcs do. They're awful. So the second thing is a secondary source of supply. All of the attention that they will hijack and elicit from their child. Number three, so messed up. All of this gets me so fired up. Number three is to fulfill their sadistic needs of being a bully, essentially. I say this all the time. Misery loves company. Narcissistic people are so miserable, and all they want to do is hurt everyone around them and make other people as miserable or more miserable as them so they feel less miserable. It's incomprehensible to decent, good human beings, but it's what they do. So that explains why we've been treated so terribly by them our whole lives. They're the bully. And as a child, we are entirely vulnerable to them because they're our parent. So we have no defense against them. They know what's bad. And as a child, like up until the age of 8, you're in a theta brainwave state. So you're just absorbing everything. You're a little sponge. Your mind is recording. You don't have any autonomous thoughts yet. So it's all we know. They take advantage of our vulnerability, our innocence, and they exploit it like everything else. And they treat us terribly. They bully us. They cloak us in shame. And they try to just push us down. They sabotage us throughout life. So number 3 is their sadistic tendencies. It fulfills that for them. Twisted, awful people. Number 4, narcissists actually have a fear of being alone. You would never know it because they're so grandiose in their presentation, and they come across as being so self-assured and self-confident. But as we know, that is just a mask to conceal their inner turmoil, their lack of self-confidence, self-esteem, all of that. So they have children, number 4, because they fear being alone, which is ironic because when we grow up and we catch on to what they have done to us our whole lives, no contact all the way. I am there. And it feels so good. So they have a fear of being alone is number 4. So in their twisted minds, they think, oh, I'll just crank out some kids and they'll always be subservient to me. That's how they see us. Anyway, number 5. So messed up, you guys. This is my last one. I could probably give you 5 more reasons, but I'm going to keep it short because I get so fired up about this. So number 5, they have kids because narcissists by nature are competitive, they're envious, they're jealous of everyone around them. So they have to keep up with the Joneses, essentially. Think about it. No doubt you have a cousin or a family friend that is your age. That's because when your narky parent was decided to have you, other people were having children, their peers, their age group. So they had to keep up. They didn't want to be, behind the game. They had to jump right in and have children as well. So I have a really great example of this in my life. So my narcissistic mother, I have cousins that I grew up with that I love, and they're my age, but their parents had trouble conceiving initially. So my narky mother, had no problem. So she cranked out my brother and then me 4 years later, whatever. I don't know why, why did these people have children? They have nothing to give. Usually when people become parents, they decide they want to be parents. It's because they want to love, they want to nurture, they want to foster another human being, a life, and appreciate that life, and respect and cherish and treasure that life. But narcissists have such a deficit inside of them. They have no love to give. They sure as heck don't have a surplus of love. They don't even have basic love. They have no capacity to genuinely love people and to form real authentic connections. All right, I'm going to cut it off right now. I could probably do another video on more reasons why narcs have kids, but here's 5. Here's 5 reasons right now. So number 1 is the primary source of supply that they will garnish from their pregnancy, just from the event of having a child. It's an exciting milestone, and they want in on it. Number 2, which is probably why they get married too. Number 2, the secondary source of supply that they will obtain by hijacking all of the milestones and events from their child's life for themselves, because they're always the perpetual victim, or they will assume responsibility for your achievements. That's number 2, secondary source of supply. Number 3, to fulfill their sadistic needs of bullying someone, making someone else miserable, because they have the ultimate authority as a parental figure in doing that. So they can totally make your life miserable, and they do for as long as they can. Number 3, sadistic needs. Number 4, fear of being alone, which is ironic because we wise up to their game and head for the hills, take the heck off, because we know that we deserve better. So they fear being alone. And number 5 is competition. They're competing with their peers, and they just want to get in on the action and elicit attention for themselves by becoming pregnant, expecting a child, having a child, etc. So this whole thing is so sad. It's just disgusting to me. My husband and I love and treasure and cherish our children. After everything we went through with Joey, you know, exponentially we feel that way. We are so blessed to be parents. And everything I've gone through because of my toxic parents has only made me appreciate and love and respect our children more. So I hope I gave you guys some good insight with this video here. Please like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, all that would be awesome. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I know we're all in the same boat, but we're bumped and we're bruised from all the abuse and the mistreatment. But more than anything, we are blessed because we're coming out of it. And we have a genuine appreciation for one another and a compassion that other people will never know because they've not had this experience that we've had. All right, you guys. God bless you. I'll see you soon.